Right, okay. I'm going to attempt to do a short instructional video on automation. So, see what happens. Right. Okay. So, okay, what we got? I've got a blank track here. You probably got your own song, but I'm literally just going to drop a loop in from the Apple loops. If you want to know how to do this, well, you know how to do this, I'm sure. So it doesn't really matter what I'm using. You probably can't hear that, but I work on how to do it. I don't really know how to do tutorial videos, so whatever. Right, so okay, you've got your track, you've got your sound. This is what you're working with. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to use automation, or a brief introduction to it at least. To get automation up, there is a button here at the top of your screen, or like I do, you can just press the A key on your keyboard. Brings automation up, which kind of dims your icon, and you get this line here, and this is your automation. This is where we're gonna change volume, change pan, and later on, when you get a bit better at it, you can start mixing around with bypassing instruments, changing the key of your pitch correction, pretty much anything. You can even EQ, you can even use automation on EQ and have the filter moving left and right. You can literally, this is a really useful tool to play with, so it's definitely a good idea to get good with it. So start off with, I'll show you how to use just basic read. As you can see, there's a thin black line running all the way across there. This is your automation line. If I click it, you can see it goes yellow and you get a dot. These dots, these little circles, is how you automate. So if I pull that down to 0, you can see it starts there and it goes up to what we've got as full volume at the moment. So now when I play it, although you probably can't hear it, it's got a fade. You can tell by this line here. Okay, now that's now got a fade. What you need to make sure is this is set to read, if you want it to just read what you're doing. This also applies for pan. Again, you're not really going to notice this because I'm only using one microphone, but if I select little dots, if I click the line, it'll create a dot, and then I can drag the dot wherever I want it. That now goes from the left speaker to the right speaker and back again, and then stays in the right speaker. The middle is your center, negative is left, and positive is right. These are useful tools, and that's just simple basic. But if you want to get more, I'll go back onto volume. If you want to get more complicated than that, like you want to put some real-time volume control in there, you want to do it very fine tweaking, what I recommend you use, if you click where it says read, you've got a few options here. The other ones are useful, but for now it's probably just best if we use latch. If you select latch, you can see this has changed here and down here. Now when I'm playing the song, whatever I move, it will record. So basically I'll do a demonstration. You can see we've got volume here. If we play the song and I move the volume icon about, you can see it's ducking the volume out and bringing it back in again. And the same for pan. If I then get the pan up, and again still on latch, press play, and I now move the pan, I can pan it left to right and do all sorts of crazy effects. It's probably worth figuring out, or going on YouTube and finding out how to assign the pots and faders on your keyboard, so you can do it using that. It's much more accurate, or I don't know how to pronounce it, rather than using your mouse. But yeah, that's sort of a light introduction to automation. I suppose I can quickly show you how to bypass stuff. Right, okay. If I just put that back to right. So say we've got this song here. I'll turn automation off again. Press the A key and you'll turn it off. So this is our track. It's now got crazy volume and automation on it, and pan on it, but it doesn't matter. So say for instance in here we have, I don't know, echo, because that's probably the easiest one to hear if you can hear it. So we'll just put some crazy echo on, just leave it as a box standard one. Right, so we've got echo on there now. You probably can't hear, but if you can hear, there's echo on there. And again, so if we press the A key and go into automation, click where it says volume, again, same as we did before, you've now got a new one here, echo, and this allows you to control your wet, dry, repeat time, color, or everything you see there. But also if you go up to where it says main, it says insert bypass 1, and your inserts are these down here. These are your inserts where it says inserts here, and obviously number 1 is the one at the top of your list. So if I go to main, insert bypass 1, the line is actually at the bottom, because if it's at the bottom you're not bypassing it. So what I would do is I would click it, raise it up, and now when it gets to that point I'll just click again and raise it, pull it down. Now for that small square section there, we will be bypassing whatever's happening on insert 1, and you'll actually see when it comes to that part of the song it'll actually go grey to say that we've bypassed it. So if I press play, so yeah, it sounds a bit crazy. You can do that for everything, and for every insert you add you will get another drop down here of things you can do, and then if you decide you don't like it or you want to go back to how you were, just turn it off and it will play it as it was intended. Obviously I've still got the echo on there, but yeah, that's a short introduction to automation. I hope I was helpful. If not, then oh well.